All right, guys, so watch this video for Monday, which would be September 24th. The SPY kind of pulling back a little bit on Friday. Let's talk a little bit about the link down below, the registration link for our happy hour, which would be Thursday, coming up this Thursday. And all we do is anyone who wants, members, non-members, doesn't matter. We all get together and have some virtual drinks. I'll have real drinks, and hopefully some other people will as well, so I won't be the only fool, but we have some drinks, talk stocks, and Wayne's actually put together a really fun trading game, just for some laughs. So I actually got a preview of it on Friday, and it is going to be fun. All right, so we'll see everyone. Just click the link down below and register if you want to join us for happy hour. All right, no strings attached. We're just having fun, honestly. So what I'm going to be watching on Monday, let me bring up this graphic real quick. All right, there it is. Just a quick reminder to everybody that I'm a day trader. This watch list is just a starting point for me. We'll also add some gappers in the pre-market on Monday, and so between those two watch lists, hopefully find something to trade. But I'm 100% cash by the closing bell every day. All right, so I only take trades if I get an A+ setup on an intraday chart. So these are not investment ideas. Some charts I'm just gonna be watching for possible trades. All right. Anyway, so what we're gonna be watching, NLST. Let's bring that up. Big move on Friday. Actually, I'll show you something here. This is what it looked like. I kind of covered up this was the top of the opening 5-minute candle right here, this line. And I superimposed a screenshot of my post in chat. NLST worth a shot, over 45-cent seller in my humble opinion. It's a big seller at 45 cents, which was also a high of day break on what I call a recent high flyer, a stock that's in play. And I was getting ready to leave for the day when I saw this. And that's why I typed in, was just going to step away, and I saw this. NLST has catalyst just above, and that was on the daily chart when I meant by that. And still an hour to go, so I like this one. Right? So that was my post in chat. And you can see what it did. And here's the kind of the intraday follow-up. So it looked about right here is when I posted it. It flagged or kind of went sideways right at that 45 seller, and then boom, just unleashed a huge move there, and it closed so strong that I'm going to watch it again on Monday. All right, pretty nice profit opportunity there on Friday for our members. OGEN. Also, this was on watch. Remember, I said in the video for Friday that I liked it over that 51-cent level. I'll show you the intraday. So it looked like this, and I actually when it popped here, I jumped on the mic, said, hey guys, this OGEN is giving us that opening range breakout, basically a 54-cent entry with a stop at 50 or 51, never stopped out and ended up closing at its highs, which is why it's also massive volume, by the way, which is also why it's going to be on watch again. But a couple nice little penny stock plays there in the chat room on Friday. So we're going to be watching both of those again. NVCN, look at the volume. Now this is a recent reverse split. I think maybe it reverse split on Friday was the first day, I guess. Had this crazy range, big volume. Several people in our chat room posted, because recent, as goofy as it sounds, and you've heard me say this before, recent reverse splitters, I guess maybe it was Thursday. I don't know. Anyway, recent reverse splitters have been doing pretty well lately, as goofy as that theme sounds. When this thing was coming back up near $3, like several people in the chat room posted it, and I passed it along, said, guys, this might work over 3. And within a few minutes, it went to 354. No, I'm sorry, 365. And I actually made a nice chunk of money on this one. I didn't even trade it big and still made some decent money. So with that said, it closed all the way back down to 3. I'm definitely going to watch it again with that kind of intraday action that it had on Friday. We're going to watch it again on Monday. LEVB. Is one of the recent alleged pot stocks. Well, not alleged. I mean, they are in that industry. It did gap up on that on Friday, pop, and then reverse. So I'd like to see it come in maybe another day, and then I'd like it more. But speaking of pot stocks, is ZYNE, same thing, kind of topped out here and here. Love this over Friday's high, which would be basically maybe through $9. I definitely want to watch that one. I didn't type that right. ASTC, huge move on big news on Friday, and closed pretty strong. So maybe a follow-through day there. You never want to chase anything, and this is really closed, really far away from the moving averages. But sometimes you get a nice second day play with a low-risk intraday setup. So certainly worth watching. Generally, you want to see something that strong come in for a day or two, but you never know what's going to happen, right? So you got to have it on a chart if you're a day trader. XBIO, a little extra volume for this stock, but still not even 1 million shares. It has had big moves in the past back here. So it's kind of got my interest, but it's also a pretty thin stock. So I'll throw it on a chart because it doesn't cost me anything to put it on a chart. MTEM had the gap up. Then they did an offering, I think, and I think the offering was around 550. Well, you've got a couple days lower, but they did have huge news with Takeda, I think it is, if I pronounce that right. Pharmaceuticals with a big upfront payment and all kinds of incentives. This is definitely one to watch next week, or this coming week, sorry. ARLO, a little bit obscure here, but just another red day. We had it on Bounce Watch coming into today, and just another red day. So coming into Friday, we had it on Bounce Watch. No trades in it, but I'm going to watch it again. It's just an oversold bounce. As I said in Friday's video, my genius statement, oversold can become oversolder. So remember that, but still worth watching. Not my favorite setup, obviously. I like breakouts more than reversals. NTech, another pot stock that had the pop, an inside day, and kind of a 2-day high over 460. So for me, if those things get hot again, I like this one over 460. Let's see, a few more. TLRY, I typed that one wrong too. TLRY, which was, the crazy pot stock that had everything going nuts last week. Topped out at $300. That wasn't an errant tick. That actually happened. I saw it happen. Now a couple days lower, right into the middle of the buy zone, what I call the buy zone. I've labeled the buy zone between the 8 and the 20-day moving average. So this is an area that I'm interested in a bounce. It doesn't mean it's going to bounce, and it doesn't mean it's going to give me a setup. But absolutely love this one if it gives me an intraday setup. Preferably, it can be any number of things, but preferably like a narrow range, and narrow would be relative term for this stock. When I hover over Friday's candle, it had a range from 121 to 148, right? So narrow is, again, a relative term for this stock. But if we get any kind of a relatively narrow range on Monday, and then an upside break, like an opening range breakout, this one could give you a little mini squeeze. So I definitely want to watch it, all right? And if it does and you miss it, we've got several other pot stocks to look at. CRBP, I believe, is another one that was deemed a pot stock. Huge move on Thursday, kind of a quiet inside day on Friday, worth watching. And then NBEV has been one everyone's been watching and trading. A nasty reversal on Friday, but also it almost hit $10, hit $9.99 and ended up closing at $6.15. I'd love to see another down day, and then I might really be looking for a setup in this one. So that's a really big watch list, and we're going to add some gappers to this list in the pre-market. So there's going to be plenty to watch. Trading's been great, so definitely if you have a way, if trading's not your main job, but you're a member of our chat room and you pop in when you can, this week, if you can get some time off, it's a good time to be in there. Looking forward to it. Again, trading's been great. If you are not a member of our chat room, check down below because we've got that lifetime special back for a short while, and the link is down below. Also, don't forget about registering for happy hour. I'm done babbling. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. See everybody on Monday.